His question is, if this world is a reflection of your thoughts, or if it's a divine play of Shiva and Shakti, of feminine and masculine energies, then how come we have any concept of good karma and bad karma, or sin and punya? We have to make up our mind. If we are saying it's a play of Shiva and Shakti, that means we are saying there are two entities, Shiva and Shakti. If I'm saying there are two entities, then two entities also have a corresponding framework. Then we are saying, okay, I have my parents in the family. If I have parents in the family, then they also have certain rules that they want me to abide by. If I'm saying this is just a divine play of energy, just things coming together, things going away, then there is no concept of sin. Sin is a concept given to us by religions. Various religions in the world have defined certain things to be sin and certain things to be religious. So you have irreligious, sacrilegious versus religious acts. So the way they differentiate this is, sin is something that is displeasing to God. That's the definition of sin, by the way, according to scriptures. And good karma is something, everything else is that is pleasing to gods. In fact, it was Socrates or Aristotle. It raised a very good question, Socrates, in fact. Is something good because it's pleasing to gods? Or is it good and that's why the gods are pleased? If I am slaughtering an animal and offering it to Devi or anybody, does that become a good act because Devi likes it? Or is that act good in itself and that's why Devi likes it? My view is very simple. I believe in ahimsa, non-violence. So I say, don't hurt, harm, or injure. And there can be no absolute definition of a sin. A soldier at the border, if he or she is shooting down an enemy, killing, engaging in violent acts, is that sin? I don't know. Probably not. If at that time he stands and says, look, I'm sending you vibes of compassion and happiness, next moment he would be lying horizontally on the ground and not standing vertically. And that's why we are blessed with intellect. Use your intellect. I don't think God gets pleased or displeased. I don't think so. And this world is not just a reflection of your thoughts. This world is a result of a collective consciousness. Everybody has made a contribution to it. Now, you may say this world is a reflection of my thoughts or my consciousness. But imagine somebody here lights up a fire. You will feel the heat too. You haven't done it. It's very much your world. So you have to understand the difference between the world and your world. Most people live in their world and sometimes step into the world. So what you do has an impact on the world, because the world is made up of many, many your worlds. But the feelings you feel, good and bad, are pretty much a dimension of your world. External world, in all honesty, does have an impact. But predominantly, it's your own doing. So I would say don't get too caught up in pap and punya, in sin and other good acts. I would say just be honest. Really, that's what it boils down to. Be honest about your emotions, about your actions. And really, that's what punya is. Because honesty will lead to purity. Honesty will lead you to truth. Be transparent, and rest will be taken care of. You know, wherever there is honesty, you don't need God there. Honesty is God. जहां ईमान है वहां भगवान नहीं चाहिए. भगवान वहां चाहिए जहां आपको अपनी बेईमानी छुपानी है. For 90% people, 10% ईश्वर के लिए व्याकुल हैं. 90% people use this as a cloak to hide what's inside them. So the greatest punya is to help yourself, others, your family, your society, this world. The greatest sin is to, in my view, hurting, harming, or injuring anybody. When you hurt somebody emotionally, physically, mentally, it's a sin. If I may use that word, I don't really believe in the absoluteness of that word. If you, even in my view, anything that weakens your own consciousness is a sin in a way. And all these things will weaken your consciousness. If I'm going to just sit here and gossip about other people, it's the lowest act you can do with your mind. If I'm going to spread rumors about somebody, it's a medium kind of act. I'm hurting somebody. If I'm actually going to go and say things directly to the person, then I'm harming that person emotionally. Live and let live, that's punya. Learn to live happily and allow others to have that space of happiness. Because life is not going to wait for anybody. It's just such a short lifespan. Because we carry so much baggage with us that life looks like a pahad, looks like so huge, like a mountain. But really, in the big scheme of things, in the universe, billions and trillions of years, it's not even a drop. 50, 60, 70, 80 years. What is that? When we talk about universe, we talk about trillions of years. And then you have trillions, billions, and thousands of and hundreds of millions, then tens of millions, then hundreds of thousands, then tens of thousands, then you have thousands, and then you have hundreds. Even in that 100, we don't even touch 100. We are in decades. The first 20, 30 years are gone just in figuring stuff out, just trying to walk a path. The next 20, 30 years, 20 or 30 years go just in getting stuff right. And then it's too late. Then you're just trying to get your body in order and get your mind in order. Everything is disintegrating. गाड़ी का इंजन जो है पुराना हो रहा है और हर 6 महीने सर्विस पे जाने वाला है. So just be real. That would be my advice. Just be real about everything that you do. Be real. You know what I mean? There are people who talk about these fascinating experiences and this and that and the other, and they're doing therapies for people and sending healing and this and that. Half of the stuff they don't believe in themselves. Just be real. Just be real about what you stand for and stand up for. Be truthful. You would have no confusions about what you can do and can't do then. You would be very clear about it.